So I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and not in a music was way better back then kind of way. I don't really like that argument because every generation probably says that. But there is something that feels different now. Music feels easier to skip, easier to forget, easier to replace. And I don't think it's because people suddenly stop caring about music. I think it's because of the way we experience it now. There's just so much of it. Every day there's a new release, new playlist, new clip, or a new song trending for like 3 days, and then it's gone, and then another one replaces it, and then another one. And after a while, music stops feeling like something you live with and more like something passing by in the background. I think that's the part that feels strange to me, because when I was younger, music had more weight somehow. Not because the songs were automatically better, but because you had more time with them. You bought an album, or somebody gave you a CD, or you downloaded something and burned it onto a disc, and then you just had it. You listened to it again and again because it was what you had. You learned the song by accident. You knew the track order, you knew the weird little intro before the song started, you knew the one song you didn't like at first, but then somehow it became your favorite. That kind of relationship with music takes time, and I think that's what's disappearing a little bit. Not music itself, but the relationship. Now, if something doesn't grab you in the first 5 seconds, it's gone. Skip, next, another song, another artist, another mood, another algorithm. And I get it. I mean, I do it too. I'm not standing outside of this pretending I'm different. I also skip songs. I also get impatient. Sometimes I'll listen to half of something and already move on before it even has a chance. And honestly, I think that's the weird part, because I make music. I know how much work can go into a song. I know how long someone might have spent trying to get that one line right, or one vocal take, or one tiny feeling in the production. And then on the other side, someone can hear 3 seconds and go, nah, and that's it. That's the whole life of the song for them. I mean, that's kind of brutal if you think about it, but it's just also reality now. Music is everywhere, which sounds amazing, and in many ways it is amazing, because anyone can release music now. Anyone can find an audience. You don't need permission in the same way anymore. That part is beautiful. But the downside to that is when everything is available all the time, nothing feels rare. And when nothing feels rare, it becomes harder to value it. Not impossible, just harder. And I think this is why so many songs now feel like they're built for the moment instead of built to last. Short intros, fast hooks, no wasted time. Everything has to arrive immediately because people might leave. And again, I understand why. Artists are trying to survive inside the system they live in. You almost have to think that way now, but something gets lost there. Some songs need time. I mean, some songs don't reveal themselves in the first 10 seconds. And some music isn't trying to grab you by the shirt immediately. It's trying to slowly pull you into a world. And that kind of music has a harder time now because the environment around it is so fast. And then AI comes into it too, because now we're entering a time where music won't just be easy to release, it'll be easy to generate. More songs, more background music, more content, more things that sound finished. And I think that's going to make this feeling even stronger. Not because AI music is automatically bad, because volume changes how we treat things. If there are millions of new songs constantly appearing, the question becomes, how do you actually care about any of them? And I don't know if we have a good answer to that yet. For me, the music that still matters is music that somehow slows me down. Something that makes me stay for a second. A voice that feels real. A lyric that actually feels like somebody lived through it. A sound that doesn't feel optimized to death. Something imperfect maybe. Something human. Because I don't think people are tired of music. I think people are tired of music that seems like it was made to be consumed and then forgotten. And maybe that's the difference. Music can be content, or music can be something you return to. And those are not always the same thing. I think that's what I miss sometimes. Not the past exactly, just a feeling that a song could occupy space in your life for a while. That it could stay with you. That it didn't have to fight 1,000 other things every second just to be heard. And I think that's the challenge now as a musician. Not just to make more, but to make something that doesn't immediately disappear. Something that gives people a reason to stay, even for a little while. And for me personally, that's something I'm trying to work on. I mean, I do release quite a bit of music, and I always find myself trying to slow down a little bit. I try to put more energy into my creative process. I try not to rush things as much anymore. And I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to learn. I'm always trying to get better. And whoever listens to my music, if I can slow down time for them, then I'd consider that a win. I hope you liked the video. Please comment below and let me know how you feel about this subject. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.